Welcome back to Captain of Industry. My name is Nilaus, and whoa, what is this? This is a brand new map that was just added in as part of Update 2, and I started the Let's Play before Update 2 hit, so I wasn't actually able to play on that map. But I asked the Twitch community, and they really wanted me to restart on this glorious map. It's the biggest map in the game, it's community made, and it has this giant crater. It's called Armageddon, and there are 4 starting positions. I chose the easiest because we're playing on the hardest difficulty, so I thought that would be a good compliment. So what I've done, and is that I built all the stuff that we built in the previous YouTube episode. I built it again on this map so that we are basically back to the same place that we left off at the previous site. But I will be just walking through the base, what we have, what's working, so that you get a sense of it. And of course, if you're a patron supporter, you can just download the map and start off from here if you want to play along. I know that some of you are playing along and there might be a little bit of disappointment, but I'd rather change after 2 episodes than after 20 episodes and go like, I wish I tried the new map. So now we're trying the new map, and I hope that's okay with you. Let's walk through everything that's here. We have the city here. This is where it default places. I'm start of making a trash island out here, trash extension, and so that we can use this for area. This was the only place I could build my farms at the current moment. So let's get that one in here. Whoops, I have accidental screenshot. We have a little bit of water supply going into our brick production. We are kind of about to transition out of bricks. I have my production of Construction Parts 2, Construction Part 1. We upgraded a few of these to Mark II assemblers, so they're twice as fast. We have our maintenance, which is kind of okay. We're probably going to be dropping in food relatively soon. We have our oil setup over here. It's really nice, this oil setup. I think this is basically the same thing that we built before. There's something here, and then we have our iron build as well. This is a nice little iron build, and it's connected here to our ore sorting facility. Unfortunately, on this map, the copper is really far away, so I have that up here, and we have again some water coming in here for that. And well, the copper is actually fine right now. It's fully stacked, so that's nice. We have the resource-wise, we have a little bit of coal here, which is nice to have, but it's gonna run out pretty soon. Research-wise, you can see we just completed a research. We're kind of just chugging along here. I want to get those surfaces. That we did have that in the previous episode, but we're going to be researching that again, and then we'll get some of the other things here. Terrain leveling might be nice as well. And yeah, just click random stuff. Right, and here we have our little coal facility, not doing much. We have an enormous amount of dirt being generated, also because I have ended another location here, because this map is not exactly flat. It looks flat, but it's not. There's actually like a little bit of a dent or whatever here, and I want to level that out as soon as possible so we can get working done. Over here, this is where I live. I have a nice little house, the captain's office, where we can set up some things. This is really essential to have, because at some point you'll suddenly run out of this here, and then you'll be screwed. So also another thing when it comes to priorities, I'm setting these to priority 2. I think that's the right thing. I'm setting the ingredients into that as priority 5 here. I'm setting the construction parts as priority 9, and then everything else is sort of as default. Well, this one's also, bricks are also priority 8, so we make sure that that one gets going. But we want to make sure that the highest priority is to keep the maintenance going. And we don't want to make construction parts if we don't have enough maintenance. And I also want to make sure that we have construction parts before we do, I don't know, something like vehicle parts. Vehicle parts are nice to have, but they're certainly not the most important thing. So that is where we are now. The base, all the components are exactly the same as we had before. Down here we have sort of the random buildings. There is one thing that I don't want to be talking about too much today, but it is something that I want to explore a lot more. It's the loans. This is a new feature. I initially didn't like it, but I've been experimenting with it, because initially you get like you start with a credit score of 25, then you get 10% interest rate and 10% fee. That's ridiculously expensive. So what is actually a good idea is to take and do something that I have enough of, like iron, and do a loan of that of 200. And then we borrow that. Why would we want to borrow something we already have enough of and get it back? Well, because by paying it back, we get a better credit score, and that gets us lower interest rate and lower fees, which means, and we also get us more loans. That means we're just saying like, well, we do have a lot of iron, so let's just use the iron to get better later on in terms of interest rates and the fees, because that will get us when we suddenly need something urgent like construction parts or something like that, then we absolutely want it. Another thing we have here was we've constructed the bridge, or constructed the ship here. We have a crew assigned. We can barely assign a crew, so we can actually send them out here. And then let me send them out and just explore a little bit. This is almost certainly going to be a pirate. So they're going to be out here and exploring. What we want to do today is we want to build some concrete, because that's kind of the next step up. And then I am sure that for all my good intentions, I'll also be working on putting out some fires, because I am sure that there will be some fires to be put out. Let's have a look at construction parts. They are absolutely glorious. So I think we want to first, before we actually start designing some things, let's start making our life a little bit easier by limiting the amount of transport we need to do with trucks by migrating this part. Then we do that one. Okay, so that's done. Can I just Unity build it? Yes, I can just do a Unity build it. That's fine. So this will help a lot. I will also build it here. That'll give us pretty good improvement, and Unity build it as well. All right, so now we get that inbound, and we still need the coal inbound for these two, and we need the what's it called? That's slag outbound for that as well. Let's also look at if this is the same problem up here. It kind of is, but let's see. Let's get this one in here, and then also in here, and get that done. So we need to get the copper, because having a truck come all the way over here just to bring copper from here to here seems really awful. And yeah, that's pretty good. This is already sort of going out, and I think we can do this, and I will use the new here, that one, double click to get it in, and oh, that's kind of feels bad, doesn't it? Like, oh, well, maybe this will be coal, and it'll be inbound like that, and I'll go up there. Can I just Unity build this? Yes, thank you. Perfect. And then this whole thing is actually Unity built, which is really comfortable, because then they need to go back and forth here not as often. And I also want to do the same thing for the iron build, because that is also important. Oh, you know what? It might even be more important to do it for this part here. Yeah, let's actually do that. Okay, so there's a lot of small things now that getting all this sorted. Let's get some coal box here, and that needs to be, let's make it here. That'll be coal, have in, and I will be, I don't know, it's not the cheapest way of doing it by doing this part here, but it looks nice. So we're going to do that despite the fact that it's a little bit more expensive. Each of these cost 10. So that's something, instead of just nothing really when it comes to there and here. And then I go over here, and we'll stay up to this location, go in, and here we do have the room for, okay, there we go. And also Unity build this. We can't keep Unity building everything, can we? Yeah, we can actually Unity build everything. Great. Okay, so that helps on, again, less transport back and forth. I'm going to do the same thing on this part here. And now that gets built as well. This is going to be helping us a lot in terms of just getting things flowing a lot easier. Oh, we got wheat seeds, and it's coming back. And can we go out to that location? Let's explore some more while we have it. We're not really straining our resource here. We have only 18, 19 months. That is not a lot. So as much as I dislike this, we are actually going to need to build some more. Another one of these. And obviously there isn't a whole lot of room. I also need to see where the water is. I might be able to squeeze one in here. It's an awful place to build it, but sure, let's build it here. And water is pointing that way. I'm just going to build this here. I don't like it, but I think I have to, because if I need to build something more, then I'm going to need more workers. And if I need more workers or get no more workers, we definitely need more water here. We also should be enabling this to actually get water inbound. So let's just use the water from this side here and try to get that into our next build. And let's use these bridges here because they will help on getting this to become feel more like a road. And I'm unfortunately sneaking this on the inside of the road, which is obviously something I really didn't want to do. Nope. There. That's a long pipe here. And this will obviously not be enough to feed this. Like, there's no way that these 4 small water containers or water whatever can support all of this, but it's just a thing. Let's try to get it. And oh, we've run out of construction parts. Great. Well, not great, but that, and we need to just unpause that and unpause that and unpause that. Good. So they will eventually get some water. That will be nice. I also think that this part here should actually be changed over to this part. And then I will be flattening that area out first. There. Just cut that area out because then I can get more of these in a while. There are destinations outside, that's fine. Because this is now outside of a domain. Great. Right, so now we do some design work. Let's do some design work on concrete because we really need to make some concrete. Oh, you found an oil deposit thingy. Okay, let's keep exploring. Location explored. We got some money and vehicle parts and stuff like that. Custom services, we got that. Right, let's take a look at our concrete mixer. So what do we want for concrete? We want to have one here and then another one that's next to it. These ones will consume... okay, first of all, there are several different ways. We can take slag and crush, we can take sand and crush, we can take gravel there. So what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to make the whole thing rock-based and then do manufactured sand, which come from gravel, and gravel comes from rock. So I'm going to do that recipe and that recipe alone. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it's my idea. So that's what we're going to be doing right now, or for this one here. And that is as close, and then over here. So we want a big one because we're going to be using a lot of concrete for our build. So let's build a big one here. We're also going to go over to other industrial machines. Where might they be? There, a rotary kiln. Fine. That will be here and here because these are currently producing 3. But the concrete mixer can be upgraded to a Mark II, and then I'll need 1 for each. So I need to do sort of a simple build of inbound like this. And then maybe, I mean, if I build it 2 away, I can use the lift, but I would just be using lift just because I can. But I don't think that's a great way because they're actually kind of expensive. So I'm going to make it 3 tiles away, I think. Yeah, let's make it 3 tiles away. Good, because we're going to need a lot of inputs here. This one needs both manufactured sand and gravel. So I'm going to get some gravel coming from, and let's see, that will come from a balancer, a U-shaped balancer, which will be here, I suppose. And it goes up, and it goes all the way over. Oh, not enough workers. Yeah, that is expected. Let's get this one back online. And I think that was because the farm got on board. Yes. So I need to disable something. Ooh, that was actually not good. This one here. And you will be paused. I need this one built. Quickly now. Quickly now. Are you having anything? No. Are you getting anything? Yeah, you're kind of getting something. Okay, so this keeps going. Ship and battle. Run away. And it's coming back. Good. We can always just get those workers. Oh, right. I'm now at minus. I'm still at -1. Oh, because I just enabled this. So I guess we unload the crew for now until we get another batch inbound in 8 months. That's just the way it is. And I can also build that one. Yeah, they're cleaning this one up. Okay, let's go back to our design work. So I'm going to get... This is going to be gravel inbound. One. And that one, and there. So that's gravel. Then the next thing is we need to make some gravel that comes over from a crusher. There, crusher. Now this crusher there is going to crush stone to gravel. That's 24. Let's make 2 of those because I'm going to need 9 plus 9 plus 9 plus 9. That's 36. So we're going to do this part here. That would be 48 constructed here. That's plenty. There we go. And what will then happen is that I do not have what I need for the other ones because those don't exist. So I'm going to be building over here and over here. I'll build 2 other ones. They will be taking the gravel and making it into sand. Take the gravel and make it into manufactured sand. And that manufactured sand can come now from here. And that goes into that one and to that one. Remember, these are 2 up. Great. So that is... Now we're going to get 48 here, and I'm going to assume 38 or 36 here. So there's 12 excess. 12 goes up here. 12, it's even, so it comes about as 12 gravel out of this. Or not gravel, sand. And it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is mean perfect ratio. I love that. Let's see. What if I do this? 1, 2. And I can't. I have to go up here. Yes. Oh. Oh, really? Okay, so I guess that has to be a lift as well, unfortunately. So let's use the lift. That will be here. And then jump it up 1. Yes. And then I'll rotate it like that. So now you're going to go in and you're going to go in. Oh, all right. I don't know if that actually works. Pickup has no fuel. That's a really annoying one. That I'm going to call that a bug because they should never be running completely out of fuel before they come back. They should have enough capacity to come back and pick up before they run out entirely. So, boo. Let's make one of these here and then rotate it and copy, paste, paste, and paste. That's going to be really expensive, unfortunately. And up here, 1, 2. This, I'm going to build it like that. Yeah. It's really difficult to see. It would somehow be nice if maybe they were like different colors when you build in a different level, so you could see some kind of a little bit easier that, okay, oh, this is level 0, 1, and 2. Those are the levels we're working with. But I think we have all of the gravel inbound or all of the ingredients inbound. We don't have water yet, but we'll find a way to get that as well. Let's see. I will be... Yeah, concrete will then be going out here in the box. I think we'll make room for this location as well. Here, 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 and then make room for the concrete or for the water to come in there maybe. Yes. Now, this is each producing 12, and that's enough to 1 belt, but eventually we're going to need to make it, whenever we get an upgrade, it'll be a simple update. And in that case, we need more belts. So I'm going to be doing the belts right now. There we go. That's our ship. The ship can now be, get some more, go out again. Because, hey, we can get free resources out here until we can start fighting our way. All right. We have 19 workers. That's not much, but we're going to get it. This is fine. The only thing missing is some inbounds here for all of these things. So I'm going to need an inbound here. I mean, it's so tempting, isn't it, to do that build and then take something like this one. Yeah, okay. I couldn't help myself there. And this one goes down here. 1, 2. Do I want that to go in? Yeah. So coal goes in here, and the other one. Oh, I don't like that. There's no reason for this to be so close. There. This will just go up to elevation 1, in, elevation 1, and in. No reason to make it more difficult than it actually is. I don't know which one will be what, but we'll see. And then I can take you there, 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 and yeah, it's gonna be a little bit absurd how much concrete I think I want stored. There, that's all the concrete. That's it. That should be all built, and now we can copy it, because this is not where I want it, because we do need some limestone, and limestone is only available here. Well, not only, but it is available here, and that's nice. So flip. That is actually a really nice location. Yeah, just squeeze it in here. And we have water up this area, so this is perfect. Well, I mean, perfect is a bit much, but it's something. There we go. I'll build it here. And that means we also need to build a tower, mind control tower here. That will then need to get extra trucks. You have 2 trucks. Okay, so you don't need to have 2 trucks for this eventually. The location explored. Great. And you can't go any further. Can you go here? Yes, go there. Right, so we can get water from here. We do have the settlement water as well. So the groundwater pump is going to be somewhere, I don't know. Maybe like this, and then a box. I'm gonna not make it too close because I need to have the other one possibility to get in. Or is silly with this, but that goes. And drag it down this line. Retaining walls. And it's actually here. And that one. And it's always a little tricky to do this. There. Did it work? No, it did not work. Like getting this one done up here and down there. It only connects to one. So I start from down there and go up. Yes. Start from down there and go up. Then it get... I'll need to find out how to do this. There you go. That's how it works. From here and there. Works in both. Great. Right. So is it ready to build? Kind of. And we need to maybe just take a little bit of that out because we also need the ore sorting facility. Because I need to make sure that this goes in. And let's see. That seems like a good enough location to get the ore sort. Let's get it a little bit out here. There we go. So the ore sorting facility will now be getting limestone. It'll get rock and it'll get dirt. Those are the main ones. Pick up as no fuel. I am tired of looking at that one. This goes into... This will now be the gravel, the limestone one, which will then be... Oops. Yeah, sure. This will be coal, so that's kind of a thing. And that one will be... I want the rock to be over by D, I think. No. These are... It's always a little bit tricky, this part. There, and always take that on. So you're going to get a box here. That box is going to be the dirt. This box is going to be the limestone. And then I'm going to get a transport out from here. And going in there. Yes. And now this needs to be set up some kind of mining area like so. And that needs to be leveled at this level. Yes, perfect. Kind of. Good. That's good. And then I want this to be built. And once that's built, we are actually pretty much ready to get it going. And this part here now need to go back to the original location. That one. Good. Because we've now freed up this space. that one, and this doesn't work unless I build an extra thing. There, and now I can take this out. All right, this is good. This is good. That gets built, and then I can start building stuff like here. This one gets built, and after that we start slowly working on this this new part here. All right, now that's obviously going to be taking a little bit of time to get all of this going. So we'll be probably just a little bit fast forwarding here to wait until all of that is a little bit closer to ready, and of course any disasters along the way. And here we are finally starting to see the whole thing coming along. It did take a little bit of time before we got this going. So here we are producing the first little bit of cement, and the cement is coming in. There, great. Actually, I'm thinking about something. I think I have some cement. Yeah, I have a ton of cement here, but I can't bring it in because these ones are sort of completely encapsulated around here. So I'll take that one, and here I'll take that one, but not the original. And yes, only this constructed one and only this one constructed one. And we're starting to get the first bit of concrete coming in. So the whole thing here, it works really nice. This one, needs to be emptied as well. And I also want to notify when they are full. So let's have a look at another thing that I want to do. There we go. This is our trash facility. I am going to remove the other trash facility because I need this spot for something else. And right here, they got the water coming in. And since this is not really producing a lot of water, then I have to just decided that that's not really going to work. What I've done instead is connect this line all the way in. And that will now also be feeding these. Well, it's not, but it should eventually do that. Oh, right. I think I know why, because I had to deconstruct it to get 2 of these in here. That did not work. Anyway, that will get done soon. We are going to go down here. We now have our waste collection. I'm going to do this, and then I'm also going to do a warning if it runs more than 75% full. You can't set warnings on these side buildings, but you can set warnings on boxes. So adding a box at the end is actually quite nice. And this, you could also do the same thing for these. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. But what I wanted to make here, and that's the water facility. The reason why I want to make the water facility now is because the water facility, first of all, that gives us a quest completed. I like quest completed. And there. The other thing is that it allows us to get more unity. And if we get more unity, then we can, for example, lower the amount of maintenance being used. That would be nice. There. And I think I'm going to be... Yeah, see that there is a problem with the lack of water now. There we go. And all this just has to be built. You are, yes, 50 of that. Good. And vegetables died lost due to lack of water. Water is kind of essential for making vegetables. And this is also kind of annoying that I don't have this, but it's getting there. Let's have a look at this. Are you chugging along? Yeah, nope, because no water. Okay, well, that's sad. I just wanted to move the water, and then the whole thing came crashing down. Let's have a look if they're actually building something. You're not building something. Yeah, you are building something. Okay. And we are not accumulating here. Why are you not working? Oh, bricks, damn bricks. Okay. There we go. Just make some more bricks. The reason why the bricks is also the water. Oh my god, this is horrible. It's just water everywhere. And so our complete here. This is complete. Great. Okay. Activate vehicle fuel saver edict in that. Okay, vehicle fuel saver. We can do that. Vehicle fuel saver. There we go. That was cheap. Research upgrade, research lab 2. That's not what we're going to do right now, but you know, it's nice to know that that's on the agenda. That's actually this one, and it's on our dock. And then reduce lab equipment 8. That's kind of the next big thing. But what is happening over here is now, oh, we can also get electricity. Interesting. Oh, right, that's because that's we just got housing 2, so we can actually upgrade these houses. That is not what we want, but we can also see we do have 76 of these construction parts too. So it's probably a good time to start working on the next part. We have 31 workers, and our ship has only 1 location that remaining. I don't know if we can reach this. Yeah, we could actually reach this, but then we actually have we have a few locations remaining, but soon we will be able to free up our 15 workers from the ship to get back in here. But we have 31 workers, and well, we can get a little bit more. 31 workers, let's see, and each of these take 4 plus 4, and this one is 6, so it's 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 for completing all of this. Let's enable that so we can get it going, because I need a lot of concrete and we just don't have a lot of concrete. Here's also another issue, that we don't have enough rocks. So what are we going to do to get more rocks? Well, I am cleaning this area out. It's kind of boring, but it needs to be done, and we'll just clean this out. I made a nice ramp down here. There's a nice ramp there, and there's some other stuff. But what if I did here, like leveling out that part? Yes, please. No, not from there, but from here. And there, just completely leveling this area. I think that would be very valuable, because that would also give us a lot more stone, because this one is basically a giant stone mine. So we'll get a lot of dirt first, but we'll also get more stone, so that by the time this one completes, we should be having more. This also needs to be turned off. This can be turned on though. I'd actually really want this to be turned on, because that allows us to get rid of these 130, or however many it is. 130 now, it was 140 before, and that can now go be put into this one as efficiently as possible whenever possible, and get built the rest. And our ship is coming back, and I am now going to make this into a, it will eventually become a stone mine as it goes over here. And the build is now complete. No, it's not complete. Now the build is complete. This is now fully operational, except we're not getting enough coal, but or enough rock. But we'll get that eventually. I am expecting to get that from here. This one is starting to mine a lot more rock out here, and they are scooping. Okay, there's still a lot of dirt, and still a lot of dirt. Well, anyway, they'll be scooping up some rock soon enough from when they get over to the mountain part. Right, let's recap on where we are, and we have our city. It has some water supply. It's not great water supply, but it's kind of hanging in there. We're pushing the water all the way from up here. That's our only water supply we have. And we have our glorious concrete plant down here. I actually really like it. And this is one of the things I really like about Captain of Industry. Probably the thing that I like the most is that when you look at a factory, it looks like a genuine factory. It has all these weird struts and weird things. Like it looks like a real factory. Those conveyor belts look really nice, and it just has this really industrial feel to it. So really very much like it. If you look at our food, it's great. If we look at our workers, we still have a few left. If you look at our research, then by now we only have tree planting and research lab 2 available before we sort of get into the next echelon of research. That's great. Water is not super awesome, and if we look at, we started by taking out a loan at the beginning of the video. We are still repaying this. No, we actually don't have this one. This is not, we got a little bit higher credit score, but not much. So we actually have to take out some bigger loans before we can actually bump up these credit scores. I think we started at 45, so we got a little bit better, but not much. We are building up a really nice stockpile here, and the only thing that's a problem, take a look at this. It started to just increase, so I had to enable the maintenance, -15 maintenance. That's a problem that we have to do that. So, and then it drops down again. I don't know why it was so much at this point, but I enabled it and it dropped down by 15%, and now it's way more manageable again. I think it might have been something like these just coming online or something like that. So it's definitely a little bit of a challenge, but it's a really nice base. I hope you liked that we have migrated to a new and honestly a little more interesting map. It's a gigantic map, so we're not going to run out of things. We'll just it encourages us to build really big, which is always really nice. So hope you enjoyed it. Remember, as a Patreon supporter, you can download the save game. So if you want to play along, if you want to grab some designs, like for example the concrete design, that kind of thing. I don't publish blueprints because it's a hell of a lot of work for me to do that, but I do publish the save games because it also works as my own backup in case something bad, awful happens. Thank you very much. I'll be streaming this on Twitch, so come on by on Twitch as well. Until next time, take care and stay effective.